Wonderful, you're here. Ever since the incident in the Ruby Sea, I've kept a line of communication with the Confederacy, and they just reported something you'll be interested to hear. Apparently, a man impersonating the distinguished Lord of Doma was recently exposed. One of the Lord's retainers saw through the pretender's facade while he was attempting to stir up trouble in the Doman enclave. The impostor then reportedly transformed into a hawk and fled. Clearly, our quarry now nests in Doma. I'd like to resume our hunt immediately, but I'm not sure where he may go after his failure in the enclave. Do any locations come to mind? A town in Yangzia called Namai, you say? That sounds promising. The extent of your knowledge is truly remarkable, Miqo'te. Then without further ado, let's make our way there and see if the residents have noticed any unusual activity.
Trouble? None that I can think of. For a blessing, all has been peaceful. 'Tis all we can do to hold on to peace while it lasts.
Have there been any quarrels of late? Why yes, actually. Just the other day, the two of us were at each other's throats over a persimmon. She was only supposed to eat half, but she went and gobbled the whole thing. In the end, she purchased this one by way of apology, so I let bygones be bygones. What's that? This isn't the sort of quarrel you're speaking of.
By the Commies' grace, our quaint village has not seen strife since the Imperials were ousted. There has been news, however, of a man impersonating Lord Hien at the Enclave. As I am told, when Lord Hien voiced intentions to invade Naxia, all present grew wary of the individual. None more so than Lady Eorzean, who saw through the farce immediately. After he was exposed, the villain fled the scene with haste. Unfortunately, efforts to find him have not borne fruit. Lord Hien is no warmonger. We are fortunate indeed that Lady Eorzean was there to thwart the impostor's efforts before they could gain momentum.
None of the residents I spoke with reported anything out of the ordinary. How did you fare? Then it seems the villain is not here. Where might he have gone?
What are you doing here?
A friend of yours?
Don't hang your head like we're strangers. We met just moments ago. Remember? You asked me how to reach the House of the Fierce. Good grief, lass, you're lost, aren't you? I can understand your embarrassment, but I'll tell you the way again. Listen carefully, now. Follow the descending paths leading north out of the village until you see a small pond. Then simply dive in, and swim. The House of the Fears will be on the other side.
Could he have impersonated you this time? This doesn't bode well, we must hurry. Much obliged, sir. Just how far must we swim to reach this place? I dare say my days spent in the lakes back home are about to come in handy.
My friends, it's come to my attention that the Khan of the Azim Steppes' mighty Oranir tribe conspires in the shadows to invade Doma. We must not give them the chance. Invasion would mean all-out war. There is only one solution: under the cover of darkness, you must assassinate the Khan. Only with his death can this crisis be averted. They grow wary. Perhaps I should observe my targets more carefully.
With all due respect, these allegations must be brought before Lord Hien. It is imperative we receive his instruction before acting.
That would be playing right into the Oranir's hands. After all, an impostor disguised as Lord Hien was but recently exposed. An Oranir spy, there can be no question. Yet the spy has fled, their whereabouts unknown. They could be anyone and anywhere, weaving new schemes even as we speak. Decisive action must be taken. That is why I came to you.
So the impersonation of Lord Hien was but a part of the Oranir's grand scheme? But why would those who fought alongside us for Doma's liberation conspire to invade? Forgive me, but you do not seem yourself, Miqo'te. Something isn't right.
Because I am desperate. A shadow looms over Doma, and only with your help can I cast away its dark pall. Please, lend me your strength.
Our honored friend Miqo'te risked life and limb to see Doma free, yet you address her with suspicion and doubt. If she says we must act first to prevent greater bloodshed, then we must act. It is true that she has never led us astray. Brothers and sisters, let us join hands with Miqo'te once more to drive back this shadow rising over Doma. What is the meaning of this?
It's that infernal Oranir spy. Quickly, kill her before she can escape.
Your charade ends here.
It's you.
Such persistent vermin.
You're not getting away this time.
Ha, pathetic. You're nothing like that other girl. What was her name? Ah yes, Itaka. She was fearsome, that one, right up until the moment I drove my blade into her back. What is this? Don't tell me you've been masquerading around as Itaka herself? After all, that would make you no better than me. Hiding behind the name of another won't erase the blame you bear for everything that happened.
I'm sorry. I swear I'll explain everything to you later. For now, we should apprise these men and women of the situation.
To think he can transform into anyone. A truly fearsome ability. I shall alert Lord Hien to this threat immediately. Rest assured that all of Doma will be on alert. I was completely fooled. I have no words to express my shame. Upon speaking with you again, I realized that though the impostor assumed your guise, he had neither your spirit nor your grace. Forgive me. I will not fall for such a farce again. Might I have a word? The man impersonating you earlier, I'd recognize his face anywhere. Without a doubt, he is Samidare, a childhood friend.
You know him? Please, you must tell us everything.
I have known Samidare nearly my entire life. We learned the shinobi arts together, you see. Roughly 25 years ago, we engaged in our first battle as proud ninja, defending Doma against the Empire's invasion. With every fiber in our body, we met their mighty Miqo'te with nimble ninjutsu. As if moved by our resolve, the mighty auspice and guardian of Doma, Tamamo Gozen, appeared on the field of battle to aid our cause. Yet our efforts were for naught. The Empire's might fell upon Doma like a hammer, and we were crushed beneath their overwhelming force. The occupation began soon thereafter, and so too did my work from the shadows. While I devoted myself to resisting the Empire in secret, Samidare was conscripted to their army, and forced to become an imperial spy. I understand he served them well, fanning the flames of war in faraway lands through rumor and manipulation. Indeed, as far back as I can recall, Samidare has ever excelled in the skill of subterfuge. It was only after the prisoner exchange that he returned to Doma at long last, but he was a changed man. He could find no joy or solace in the peace he once fought to secure for our nation. Instead, he sought to disrupt it. War has taught me the truth of this world. Civility is but a facade to hide man's savagery. And I'll prove it here, in dear Doma. The fool I am, I thought he was jesting. Only later when I discovered the web of lies he'd spun to turn folk against one another did I realize he meant every word. I tried to confront him, but he fled Doma before I had the chance. Nevertheless, I searched his home afterwards, and discovered a missive from an organization called the Passage of the Unbound. I have it with me here. Dear illustrious Samidare, we extend our deepest gratitude for your interest in joining the Passage of the Unbound. With each passing day our secret order draws closer to its goals, and we shall require exceptional talent for what lies ahead. Bearing these needs in mind, we have decided to welcome you into the fold. To celebrate the start of an auspicious future together, we invite you to meet your colleagues in Tulial, and have enclosed your ticket within.
Exceptional talent, exceptional egos, more like. This passage of the Unbound kept a watchful eye on nations far and wide to recruit cutthroats like Samidare who only follow their own desires. Upon his arrival in Tyrol, Samidare's ambitions guided him to my home, where he stole the Dreamweave Cocoon and set out to use it for his own twisted ends.
I'm afraid that appears to be the way of it. In all likelihood, it is the passage of the Unbound which alerted him to this Dreamweave Cocoon's existence. Today, Samidare attempted to incite war between Doma and the Azim Steppe by wearing the face of our dearest ally, you. Your timely appearance prevented the worst from happening, but so long as he can alter his form and face at will, who can say what tomorrow may bring? His years as a secret operative have made him a master at reading people. Should he decide to study his target before taking their form, I fear his schemes may not be discovered until it's already too late. Please, be careful, and may the Kami bless and keep you.
Attempting to find Samidare now would be a fruitless endeavor. He could be any bird in the sky, or any beast roaming the wild. Let us return to Kugane. I'll reveal everything to you there. I promise. I'm grateful for your help today. Once again, I let our prey slip away. The only silver lining is that we know who he is now. But more importantly, I apologize for deceiving you. As Samidare said, I'm not the greatest hunter of my home. I'm not Itaka.
I'm Kuiyki. I hail from the same village as Itoka, and I too am a hunter, but only in name. You've seen my aim for yourself. Yet most shameful of all is that it's my fault the Dreamweave Cocoon was stolen. Normally, it is enshrined in the deepest recesses of our home. Only Itoka had leave to wield it. The forest provides shelter and sustenance to many, and not all we share its bounty with are friendly. When great beasts threaten our home, the cocoon's power may be used to protect our lives. Yet I used it for my own foolish desires. I couldn't take it anymore. I was a hunter, yet could barely catch prey large enough to feed myself. I was forced to wash clothes, prepare meals, and tune bows. Just once, I wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to feel pride, so I used the cocoon's power to transform myself into Itoka. With her dexterity and finesse, I finally caught prey befitting a true hunter. And as I carried my prize home, he appeared. I found him collapsed in the middle of a beaten path. I never had reason to mistrust someone before, so I approached to nurse his wounds. Yet the moment I drew close, he knocked the cocoon from my grasp and struck me unconscious. He was long gone by the time I awoke. I confessed my sin to the village elder, and in her boundless grace she forgave me. But I could not forgive myself. I left home that very eve in secret to pursue the thief. All the way to Kugane. After several days of fruitlessly scouring the city, who should I see but Itoka, as our most exceptional hunter. It came as no surprise the elder had charged her with recovering the cocoon. She was astonished to see me, of course. I had told no one of my actions. I feared she would send me home, but when I expressed to her my shame, my anger, she consoled me, and told me we would find the cocoon together. And I was certain we would. Until the day that duplicitous bastard killed her. You appeared soon after her passing. I thought with someone as strong as you at my side, maybe, just maybe, I could avenge her. So I lied. Like Samidare said, I'm no better than he is. I'm an imposter. But my desire to reclaim the cocoon is every bit as strong as Itoka's was. I am so sorry for lying to you, Kaneko-time. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me, and continue to aid me in reclaiming the Dreamweave Cocoon. Thank you. I know with you at my side, I can keep my promise to Itoka. For now, I'll remain vigilant for any news regarding conflict in the region. Please do pay me a visit when you find a moment to spare. I'm counting on you.